longest in the industry. So now more than ever, you need to come see the full line of value-packed, reliable, and fun-to-drive Kias. So take that short money-saving drive to Corning Kia today. You'll really be glad you did.
News Channel 7, your local news leader, with news, weather, and sports.
Day 3 of the Democratic National Convention in Boston is in full swing. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 5:30. I'm Jennifer Scarborough.
And I'm Tim Mapes. Tonight is John Edwards night at the convention. Senator Edwards will be giving his speech to accept the nomination as the Democratic vice presidential candidate. Senator John Kerry will speak Thursday night. At the end of the evening, the state delegations will be called one by one to deliver their votes in favor of nominating Kerry and Edwards to the Democratic presidential ticket. 2,162 is the magic number of delegates needed to make it official.
One of those delegates is Tehama County District 1 Supervisor Barbara McIver. She is at the convention at Boston's Fleet Center. She joins us now live via telephone from Boston. Supervisor McIver, thank you again so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's really nice to connect with the North State from Boston.
Well, we talked a lot at 5 o'clock about what it's like being there. Now I'd like to ask you, what do you do there aside from listening to speeches?
Well, 99% as in life is showing up. And so we show up, we have to sign in. The documentation process is actually quite serious for delegates. It is a legitimate representation. So we sign in, we take our seat, we wave signs, we listen to speakers, and you know, all frivolity aside, we approve the platform of the National Democratic Party this year, and we approve, nominate, and vote on the presumptive candidates for President and Vice President of the United States.
I know that one of the things that a lot of the analysts are talking about is that Democrats at this convention seem more united than they have in the past. The Democrats have been sort of notorious for not being particularly united. Is that something that you're finding as you're there and talking to people?
Absolutely. You know, the term convention is really meaningful here. This is a convening of the Democrats. Many of our differences aside, as you hear from all the candidates who were not nominated, who are speaking last night, tonight, supporting John Kerry. There are people here who are still wearing their old campaign buttons, but I'll tell you, everybody is on, every single person here is on their feet for John Kerry and John Edwards.
Tonight you'll be hearing John Edwards speak. You mentioned at 5:30 that at 5 o'clock that you're really looking forward to hearing that. How has the message been? He's notoriously optimistic. Is that how the message has been all along, you feel?
It's been a very hopeful convention. You've probably heard that there is a purposeful avoidance of negativity and bush bashing. And I think that puts us on a higher ground, and it puts us in a position to speak of the hope that Democrats, I think, really do stand for. So tonight I think we're going to hear from Mr. Edwards, a very, very gifted speaker. That is his background as a lawyer. He was able to hold juries and other people in his hands as he spoke. And so I think tonight we're going to be treated to a very fine speaker with a very sincere message of hopefulness and real intelligence.
It seems like this is the kind of thing that probably takes somebody who believes in their party and believes in their platform through a lot of emotions. Does this experience, as tiring as it seems it might be?
You know, it is tiring because we sit and we listen and we listen and we listen and we listen, and we try to be polite to many speakers from different states. They're all represented. So we see some pretty, minor, in California, party holders who have their turn at the platform, and that's exactly right. That's what this is about. It's representative, and so we will hear from a speaker from Iowa, and we'll give that speaker the same attention that we'll give to Al Sharpton, who will be coming up very soon, by the way. And yes, it's a very small Democratic as well as a capital Democratic event.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Supervisor McIver, and we look forward to hearing from you again there and talking to you when you get back.
Thank you, Jennifer. Bye-bye.
Well, from Massachusetts to the mosquito menace, health experts say it's only a matter of time before the West Nile virus impacts humans here in the North State. Shasta Mosquito Control has tested 15 dead birds, 9 of them showing signs of West Nile. They say human cases could turn up in a matter of weeks, but urge people not to panic.
Less than 1% of people who are even bitten by an infected mosquitoes will develop the severe form of West Nile virus.
Health experts say you should use insect repellent that contains DEET. Drain standing water around your home where mosquitoes tend to breed. Avoid the outdoors at dusk and dawn, and dress in long sleeves or pants. And with the recent appearance of the virus in the North State, it's easy to feel paranoid when you see a mosquito bite on your skin. But health officials say unless you experience certain symptoms, it's nothing to worry about. News Channel 7's Butte County reporter Mary Yoon spoke with health officials today. She's live in the Red Bluff newsroom with more. Mary?
Tim, experts say over and over again, do what you can to not get bitten, but to also be familiar with what the symptoms might be. They're itchy and even a little scratchy. Mosquito bites are common, especially during this time of year. But with the West Nile virus in the North State, mosquito bites are a growing concern.
West Nile can only be transmitted by a mosquito.
But experts say very few mosquitoes are actually infected with the virus, and people shouldn't be worried, but educated.
West Nile, it's important for all of us to know how to prevent the illness. Very mild illness. They may not even know that they have West Nile.
Other symptoms include body fatigue, fever, or even severe rashes. Ochoa says that more often than not, though, the bites could be just bites.
Again, most of us will not get the infection.
So it's more important to fight the bite with preventative measures like knowing more about West Nile.
The best way to deal with West Nile is to be an informed individual.
Experts say that if the bites are a big concern, they advise getting checked out by your local physician. Live in the Butte County Newsroom, Mary Yoon, News Channel 7.
Thanks, Mary. A watchdog group is accusing Gateway Unified School District of not being careful enough with taxpayer money. District officials say the accusation is offensive and untrue. The dispute centers around the way that Gateway chose to do much of the air conditioning and energy efficiency work at its schools.
Our concern is that the taxpayer should be able to get the best job for the lowest price.
Sally Riley of the Construction Industry Force Account Council, or CFAC, says the only way to make sure that happens is to send those projects out for a competitive bid process. Gateway didn't do that, instead electing to use a company called Cal Air. Local contractors are complaining.
Local contractors started looking at the contracts and said that they could be doing the work for a third to one-half the price.
Gateway Superintendent John Strohmeyer says he believes the district made the best decision.
There's no question that we are saving money, that we're getting a bigger bang for our buck.
Strohmeyer says it's a matter of timing and expertise. He says the bid process takes too long and that Cal Air had the best experience for the complicated job of putting new HVAC systems into old buildings.
We not only guarantee the price it will cost to do the project, they also guarantee that a certain percentage of energy savings will be realized, and if not, they will pay for that.
And Strohmeyer says local contractors likely would not have bid anyway. That's something CFAC disputes. They say, how would Gateway even know?
The only way to know if you're getting the best value is to at least check other prices.
Strohmeyer stands by his decision.
Because I'm very proud of how we have regarded that as our own personal money, and that we're going to make sure that every dime is spent wisely.
Strohmeyer says 90% of their contractors on all of their school construction projects, and they have a lot of them, are local contractors. But this $1.4 million contract they decided to send with Cal Air, that's what's making some people unhappy.
Alrighty. Well, what would make you happy on a day like today is air conditioning.
Absolutely.
That's definitely what you would need.
Everybody needed it out there today, Mike.
Yeah, you know what, though? We've been talking about a cool down here in the North State, and it is starting to materialize. When we take a look at the current temperatures, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? It's 100 degrees for Reading, but as compared to 106, that certainly is cooler than yesterday. We're 98 degrees right now in Red Bluff and 94 degrees in Chico. And looks like that South Delta breeze is what's helping to keep us cooler, and that area of high pressure that's in the upper levels of the atmosphere, that is starting to die down as well. We're going to continue to see temperatures cool down through the rest of the week and into the weekend as well, but we'll have more on that coming up later. Back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Still ahead of News Channel 7. The country's top CEOs are cashing in when it comes to pay raises.
And more people are flying the friendly skies overseas. Details in tonight's business report. Stay with us.
It's true. The last 10 days of the month is the best time to buy a car or truck. Miller Auto Center's helping folks free themselves from high monthly payments. Plus, anyone who buys gets one of Molly Miller's favorite toasters. Free yourself from high monthly payments now through July 31st at Miller Auto Center on every car, truck, minivan, and SUV.
And remember, if you want to pay more for a car or truck, that's your business. If you want to save a lot of money, that's our business.
We think smoking
and secondhand smoke is bad.
Because you can get asthma, and it's bad for your lungs. It can kill you at a young age, and we're not ready to die.
If you think smoking only affects you, ask your children. For more information on quitting, call the California Smokers Helpline at 1-800-7-NO-BUTTS.
Scissors, backpack, erasers, pencils. Want it, need it, got it, write it, play it, catch it, got it, want it, need it, rule it. Want it, need it, got it, good.
Getting ready for your new GMC?
It's time.
It's time for Summer Drive with incredible offers on a great selection of GMC SUVs. Get $5,000 cash back on every new 2004 GMC Envoy and Yukon. This is the time to upgrade to professional grade. Summer Drive, only at your Northern California GMC dealers.
Nobody can do what Maaco does. Maaco can repaint your entire car fast. In most cases, just a few days. Our economical ambassador paint service is only $249. Make it easy, make it right, make it Maaco.
This portion of the news brought to you by Togo's at Churn Creek and Cypress, Reading.
A final hour of spree of bargain hunting kept the stock market from sliding in the face of record high oil prices.
Jill Bennett has more in tonight's business report.
Good evening, everyone. Well, the bosses at the top are getting pretty hefty pay raises. CEOs of the nation's largest companies saw their raises more than double last year, and 4 S&P 500 companies, including Apple, Yahoo, Oracle, and Colgate-Palmolive, upped their CEO pay by well over 1,000%. That's according to the corporate library, which says stock options and awards of restricted stock really drove the big pay hike, but overall salaries and compensations up as well. We'll take a check on the closing market numbers from today, and we had a bit of a pickup for the blue chips. The Dow higher by 31 points, still the NASDAQ lower by 10, S&P 500 up a half point to 1095. Well, more people are flying overseas. Global air passenger traffic rose 20% in the first half of the year, and the outlook is also bright. The International Air Travel Association expects double-digit growth for the year on a whole, and this marks a clear rebound from last year when the deadly SARS virus and effects of the war in Iraq led to a steep downturn in travel. That is all for now. At the Amex, I'm Business Week reporter Jill Bennett. And for more, you can visit abcnews.com.
Things are hot.
Oh, yeah. It was hot, but not as hot as yesterday. In fact, our temperatures will continue to drop through the rest of the work week and in the weekend. In fact, in the 90s for Saturday and Sunday. More on that coming up.
The Lake Level Report is brought to you by Lake Shasta Caverns, with tours every half hour from 9 until 4.
The avocado, nature's paradox. Half fruit, half nut. It's a green riddle, a mystery wrapped in an enigma, covered in a bumpy skin. It deserves to be gently mixed, not pummeled into paste. We at Togo's celebrate its chunkiness. We hand prepare fresh avocado, add some lemon, and generously scoop it onto roasted turkey to create Togo's avocado and turkey sandwich. It's good, and it's only at Togo's. In Reading, Churn Creek at Cypress next to Starbucks. Togo's. Let us make you one.
You're just a short drive away from your best deal.
You are just a short drive away from Northern California's better car buying experience. Helser Chevrolet Cadillac. We have in stock the all-new part Roadster, part pickup Chevy SSR, the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado, and one of the most sought-after SUVs, the Cadillac Escalade. Come to Red Bluff today and discover the Helser difference. South Main, downtown Red Bluff.
You know, Bill, dirty ducks aggravate allergies big time.
We don't have any ducks.
Ducks, Bill. D-U-C-T-S.
Oh, those kind of ducks.
And Smitty's has a truck-mounted system that cleans all the mold, mildew, and dust out of every nook and cranny.
Poor duck. That's gotta be painful.
Hi, folks. Get your ducts clean today. Feel better, breathe easier at home and at work.
Call today, 221-2600. Ducks in a Row, a division of Smitty's Heating and Cooling, the most trusted name in customer care.
Want more of a reason to get away this summer? Then get more at the Chrysler Summer Sales Drive, where we're celebrating Chrysler Financial's 40th anniversary with a $1,000 bonus for up to $5,000 in combined cash allowances on select Chryslers, including Pacifica, Town & Country, and PT Cruiser. Plus, through August 2nd, make no monthly payments till 2005. Want more? Get more. See your Chrysler dealer by August 2nd and make no payments till 2005 during Chrysler Financial's 40th anniversary celebration.
One low-carb pizza.
The crust is wiggling.
It is jiggling.
It's more of a wiggle than a jiggle.
It's actually more of a wobble than a wiggle.
Is pizza supposed to wiggle?
I don't think so.
Some places have done strange things to reduce carbs.
You know, I think it actually is more of a jiggle than a wiggle.
At Round Table, we have a tastier reduced carb solution, the new Skinny Crust. Our world-famous original dough rolled thinner for a lighter, crispier crust with 30% less carbs. Try Skinny Crust today with any of your favorite toppings. Only at Round Table.
This portion of the news brought to you by Reading's famous Taylor Motors Pee-wee Pontiac GMC.
Now weather with Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger.
Here's a live shot from our Turtle Bay cam looking off to the west, and you can't see any smoke here, but if you're in Trinity County, you certainly see some smoke. About 75 to 100 acres is burning in the Six Rivers National Forest, about 17 miles south of Willow Creek. Good news is there are no threats to any structures at this point. Let's take a look at our current temperatures right now. 100 for Reading and out in Trinity County. Weaverville, 101. It's the hot spot right now in the North State. 98 degrees for Red Bluff, 93 in Bernie, and Mount Shasta temperature right now of 91 degrees. High temperatures today. Look at Weaverville, a high of 102, warmer than Reading. And believe it or not, Reading, even though saw a high of 100 degrees, was affected by that Delta breeze. So that's the reason why Weaverville is a bit hotter, because Weaverville doesn't feel the effects of the Delta breeze. 98 for Red Bluff, 95 in Chico today, and Oroville topped out at 97 degrees. It's your satellite and radar. Really, you can see the monsoon moisture off towards the east, and we've been watching that for the past couple of weeks. But if you notice, we're not looking at as much cloud cover, not to mention rainfall. So not as big of a factor right now in the desert southwest. And for us, we still have that big ridge of high pressure, which is keeping things fairly clear for us. A few cumulus clouds developing in some of the higher elevations as we're looking off to the east here from our time lapse. Just some of those cumulus clouds developing, but nothing too intense. And again, there's that ridge of high pressure, which is over the western United States right now. And that's going to be the dominant feature through the rest of the week. But the thing is that high pressure is going to start to break down here as we approach Friday and through the weekend. And what that means is our temperatures will start to drop. Now, as we go into the weekend and into Monday and Tuesday of next week, we're going to start to see a trough of low pressure begin to develop, and that's a big change because that brings in some cooler air in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It'll also help to enhance the Delta breeze, also help to thicken up that marine layer a bit, and our temperatures will drop down to the mid-90s as early as Monday for Reading, and lower 90s, even upper 80s in some cases as we go into the middle part of next week. So we're going to continue to watch that cool down, not only for the rest of the work week, but through next week as well. 70 degrees for a low tonight in Shasta Lake, 52 out in Bernie, and Susanville will drop down to around 53 tomorrow. A high of 94 in Susanville, 91 for Mount Shasta, and Weaverville, a high of 100 degrees. Up in the northern end of the valley tonight, look for clear skies, lows dropping down to the mid-60s and right around 100 degrees for tomorrow. And down to the south, lower 60s for those lows tonight, with 62 in Chico, 63 in Orland, as well as Gridley, and tomorrow mid to upper 90s, south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That delta breeze getting stronger and stronger, and there you can see it in your 7-day forecast. 93 Saturday, 94 on Sunday. A chance for some mountain thunderstorms for the weekend into the first part of next week. And here's your 7-day forecast for the Redding area. We'll be looking at 98 on Saturday, 97 on Sunday. Temperatures in the mid-90s by the beginning of next week. So it is getting cooler, but still fairly warm for tomorrow. Right around 100 degrees for the northern end of the valley.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Giants and Padres trying to close the gap on the Dodgers. We'll take a look at the National League West, and probably no low-carb diet concerns for the Lions Club All-Star football games. Dave Owens eating pizza with them and calling it working in a raucous pizza parlor. Dave.
You better believe it, Mike. Hey, doing what I'm doing best. Imagine yourself with 40 of your best friends out getting a little eat on. We're going to talk about it next. 27th All-Star game coming up in just a second.
Mike and Francis Jones talk about shopping for a new van.
When we got to Taylor Motors, they had the Pontiac Montana, which fit our needs, and we worked with Diane just for a few minutes. The deal was very fair, very honest. We were completely happy.
Shopping at Taylor Motors is more fun.
Effortless, I guess. We were in and out very quickly.
Come shop Taylor Motors, Buick, Pontiac, GMC truck, and premium used car headquarters.
They are honest, and they are fair, and they're very good people.
Now you can protect your car, truck, boat, RV, or any other weather-sensitive equipment with a top-quality freestanding metal structure by BFA. You simply cannot purchase a better product to protect your valuable vehicles and equipment. BFA structures are California engineer certified and are built using only the finest U.S.-made materials available. Don't settle for anything less than the best. Visit us online at bfastructures.com or at one of our fine BFA structure dealers.
Jeep vehicle enthusiasts will be heading to California's first annual Camp Jeep soon. A weekend of off-road action, extreme sports, and live concerts exclusively for Jeep vehicle owners. Show up in anything else, and you won't get past the first obstacle. Bob. To celebrate Chrysler Financial's 40th anniversary, qualified Californians make no payments till 2005 on Grand Cherokee and get $1,000 bonus cash when financing through Chrysler Financial. Then reserve a spot at Camp Jeep online.
When we go to the lake, we need to get there as fast as possible.
We go to Walmart Supercenter where we can get everything, get in, get out, get to the lake.
We use the Supercenter because it's quick, it's efficient, they have everything that you could need. When you have a large family like I do, you need great prices. Oh, the kids love the lake. They absolutely love
Get them to go home. We like to hang out, catch some sun.
Lots of eating, fishing, lots of fishing.
We go to the Supercenter because the sooner we get there, the more fun we have. The best times are at the lake.
Hurry to Crown Motors this weekend. It's our We'll Save You a Fortune blowout sale. If you're looking for a new Ford or Dodge truck or SUV, we're dealing big time and save on next to new trucks, pickups, and SUVs. You'll find vehicles under $4,000. Come to Crown, all vehicles specially marked this weekend, and register free to win a 3-day, 2-night stay in Las Vegas, baby. We'll save you a fortune this weekend during our 10th anniversary blowout sale. Come save a ton of money. Hurry to Crown Motors and save.
Now sports with Mike Mangus.
You get a whole bunch of teenage boys together. Tonight, a trip to the training table of the North All-Stars, getting nutrition for Saturday night's Lions Club football game. Let's head to Angelo's Pizza in Redding. Dave Owens hanging out with the North players. Dave.
You know, Mike, I've been called a lot of things. Teenage is not one of them, but that's okay. You know, we're here with a great group. Of course, we're talking about the 27th annual North-South Football Classic, and today the North team taking just a little bit of time to get ready and get their nutrition on. And Mike, I'm here with the big guys. I'm here with the offensive linemen. And first of all, buddy, first name, last name.
Corey Bell.
Who has eaten the most pizza in this group? I mean, let me tell you something, Mike. Pizzas better not come this way, because I tell you, these offensive linemen have really gotten after it. It's, who's eating the most over here?
Skyler Wilson, he's eating 20 pieces.
20 pieces of pizza. My goodness, where do you put it all, big guy?
Wherever I find it. I don't know.
Hey, I'll tell you, these offensive linemen are putting away the pizza, Mike. But, you know, there's a lot of interesting storylines here. And, you know, one of the guys who has really challenged me to a foot race, and I'm going to head on down here. Hey, buddy, where you from, man? What's your first name and last name?
Keegan Lucchese from Mercy.
Keegan Lucchese from Mercy. You know, I came out to see a couple of your games, man, and you were looking a little slow, a little sluggish there. You think you can beat me in a foot race?
I don't know. We'll see.
Mike, trust me, we're going to go outside right after this, and we're going to go foot to foot, man to man, race to race on the cement. And, of course, I'll bring you back all of the results coming up a little bit later. But, you know, one of the neat things about, oh, I'm all tied up here. One of the neat things about this great football game that we have here, we have players from big schools, small schools, and one of the small schools, my man here from Mount Shasta. Introduce yourself.
I'm Brian Stokes.
We were talking a little bit earlier off camera. Now we're on, man. You got an interesting nickname. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, they call me the Stormin' Mormon.
Now this is a family show. Can you tell us why?
They just call me that because I tear it up.
You tear it up out there. What's it been like? You know, you're from a small school, and now you're stepping up with some of these big guys. You were telling me a little bit, you know, earlier that it's been a pretty good experience for you.
Yeah, well, we're all all-stars here. We all come from different schools, D1 to D5, and so we all tear it up. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. They come from Mount Shasta. They come from Enterprise. They come from Foothill. We got guys here from just about every place. Of course, these guys over here are sending us a shout out a little bit earlier. Hey, North Team, what do you have to say? Give me a little love here. Mike, we're going to send it back to you now in the studio.
All right, Dave, thanks a lot. I might bet on Dave because I bet Keegan's full of pizza right now in that race. Giants and Padres resume their chase of the red-hot Dodgers tonight in the National League West pennant race. The two pursuers in San Diego last night. Runners on the corners in the first inning. Padres pitched to Barry Bonds, and they pay for that. Bonds drills it into the left center field gap. The stand-up double. Ray Durham and Davey Cruz score, and it's 2-0 Giants. In the sixth, 4-2 Giants. Dustin Moore towering blast to left, the two-run homer. It's 6-2. Matt Hergis may have won his closer's job back. A run in the ninth, bases loaded, nobody out. He got a force at the plate, and then this double play to end it as the Giants hang on for a 6-4 win. Nicole Teeter, the Olympian, her coach, is going to join her at the Olympics. We'll talk with him and about that in an hour.
That's super cool. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Phil Price from Red Bluff Ford. I'd like to personally invite you to come see for yourself why thousands of people come to Red Bluff Ford to save thousands of dollars. I think it's the personal service that we give. I treat people the way I want to be treated. The original home of the right price is also the home of the best price. See for yourself why the dealer makes the difference. Take that even shorter drive to Red Bluff Ford, the home of the right price.
Red Bluff Ford. This week at Mervyn's, all denim is on sale. Side out, $16.99. High Sierra, $12.99. Get to Mervyn's now for store-wide savings and styles that are student body approved.
Want more? Get more at the Dodge Summer Sales Drive, where we're celebrating Chrysler Financial's 40th anniversary through August 2nd with no monthly payments till 2005. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Durango and Ram. Or $1,000 bonus cash for a total combined cash allowance of $2,000 on the 2005 Grand Caravan with exclusive stow-and-go seating. Want more? Get more. Now through August 2nd at your California Dodge dealer.
Max, we know you want to get the most groceries for the least amount of money. So, we have our low price guarantee. Whether it's our top quality USDA choice beef, fresh produce delivered daily, or any of the other 30,000 items we carry. So, to maximize your shopping power, take it to the max with our low price guarantee.
Food Max, take it to the max. To maximize your shopping, our Food Max.
You can elect to go left. You can elect to go right. Or you can be an independent. Summer Jam. Join the party now at your Cadillac dealer. Cadillac. Breakthrough. Visit your Northern California Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer.
Get to Mervyn's now for your favorite brands and styles that are student body approved. Mervyn's, where the real deal is style.
More news ahead at 6:30 on News Channel 7.
Gary Gunner live in our newsroom with a preview. Gary?
Well, it is official now. California lawmakers indeed have passed a budget. We'll talk live with Assemblyman Doug LaMalfa from our area about his reaction to all that for the North State. And 6 producers accused of working in a methamphetamine super lab were in court today. We'll have the latest on what's in store for them. That all happened in Glenn County. Join us for all the news of the day. Coming up here at 6:30. Back to you, Tim and Jennifer.
All right, thanks, Gary. Well, if you were starving, could you eat a 2-pound burrito?
I am starving, and I don't think I could. However, 2 teenage girls decided to take the whole enchilada challenge this afternoon. They came all the way from the Bay Area to give it their best shot. They were challenged by their friend Angela, the only woman to ever finish the entire enchilada. There's a picture over there. She ate it in 20 minutes. Now her friends set out to do the same.
I'm a little nervous. I just hope I can do it because I like being a female, you know, who can do something where only males do it, so that's exciting.
The girls gave it their best shot. Unfortunately, they didn't clear their plate. Oh, so disappointing, but I'm sure they feel much better for not having finished that.
And we had pizza in sports and then enchiladas at the end of the show. If you're not hungry now, you're not hungry.
Teenage boys and girls require lots of nutrition.
Yep.
World News Tonight with Peter Jennings is up next. We'll be back at 6:30 with more news, weather, and sports.
On World News Tonight, the Democratic challenger John Kerry arrives in Boston for the convention, doing everything he can to remind people that he served in Vietnam. The Democrats introduced their vice presidential candidate this evening.
Tonight, John Edwards, his wife Elizabeth and family take center stage in Boston. He wants to be your next vice president. And tonight's his big night as he gives the speech of his political life. All eyes are on ABC and Peter Jennings for the Democratic Convention tonight.
News Channel 7 is unmatched for live coverage of events affecting our community. When news happens, we're already on it.
For operating a methamphetamine.
News Channel 7, your local news leader with news, weather, and sports.
6 people have been indicted for operating a methamphetamine super lab in Glenn County. Good evening and welcome to News Channel 7 at 6:30. I'm Jennifer Scarborough.
I'm Gary Gunter. This is the second super lab to be broken up in the North State in the last 9 months. News Channel 7's Tony Body is live in our newsroom. He has more in this report.
Gary, the DEA considers a meth lab to be a super lab if it produces more than 10 pounds per cooking cycle.
The difference is these super labs involve large-scale production. It's kind of Walmart versus the corner market kind of a thing.
U.S. Attorney McGregor Scott said that the operators of this super lab had manufactured more than 300 pounds of meth before being arrested, adding that we live in a methamphetamine hub.
The great majority of methamphetamine that's manufactured in the country comes from California, typically from things like these super labs, and then it's literally distributed all over.
People that become addicted to meth find it difficult to function in day-to-day life by even holding a job.
You mentioned the fact of methamphetamine destroying families. That's entirely apparent. We see it every day here in Northern California, particularly in the North State.
Law enforcement agencies in the North State consider the prosecution of meth manufacturers as a top priority and have a message to those involved with methamphetamines.
If you're out there manufacturing methamphetamine, if you're out there distributing methamphetamine, we, with the combined efforts of local, state, and now more importantly than ever, federal law enforcement, will come and find you. When we do find you, we will bring you to justice.
Each of the 6 suspects in this case now face 30 years to life in prison. Reporting live in the newsroom, Tony Body, News Channel 7. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Tony, for that report. In Sacramento tonight, the State Assembly is in the process of passing the proposed 105